Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. I thought I'll be able to come on live earlier than now. So let's see if we can start the reaction. Okay, so we've not even started, and then all of a sudden we're just welcome, welcome. If you are here, we're going to be reacting to JD's rant. If you were with us earlier today, we were doing analyzing and reading of the comments and how JD has been blowing hot on social media. It's been back to back since he did the cutting of his kids' hair and so on and so forth. So we've been analyzing all of that. Welcome, welcome. Like the live stream if you are just joining. Let me go over to YouTube and check our sound and also share this to the other channel. Let me switch. Pardon my voice, okay? We've been dealing with Sahara Desert dust over here in Greece, in the islands actually. Okay, this island actually received a lot, so whew, everybody's coughing and having running nose, stuff like that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just joining, I'm trying to find the stream, but I can't find it yet. Okay, here it is. Let's check our sound and let's see. Joining. Okay, so I think our sound is great. Trying to find the stream, but I can't find. All right. Okay, so I'll quickly talk about our thumbnail first of all, and then I will just pull up the video that we're going to be reacting to. I want to quickly do this reaction and then we move, okay? So people can actually catch up later on. I know that more of our people will probably watch the replay. Like I said earlier too, when we were live, please like the live stream if you're just coming in. If you are just coming in, like the live stream. Let me share to Entertainment Daily. Okay. Okay, so I'll share to Entertainment Daily so other people can also join us. Okay, so let me quickly explain the thumbnail that you see. When you look at the thumbnail of this particular live stream, you will notice that in the middle, I have a photograph of Korra, you know, where she's been held up by someone. That someone is actually JD. And there's a reason why I included that photograph here. Okay, and that's what I'm going to explain to you people now. Now, on the rant that JD was ranting on social media, he was talking about how Cora is an embarrassment to his kids, and she's not, the way she's behaving, she's not the woman that he married, and things like that. So bloggers went back and pulled their old photos and videos and things like that when they were still very married together, and how Cora had been consistent and she's been doing this thing that she's doing now. So there's actually nothing she's doing now that she's not been doing before. She's been doing it before they got married, and throughout the process, and he even joined her. So this goes to just show you the kind of person that this man is. So after responding to so many people's comments on Facebook, okay, after responding to so many people's comment on Facebook, he decided to do several live streams, and I'm going to pull that out up, and we're going to listen to those together. Let me see. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, let me see. JD. Let's pull up JD. And JD did several live streams, but there's this particular one I want us to listen to. Okay, which is the one right now. It's now 20 hours ago that he did this live stream. So it's the one that JD titled My life is just an extreme version of what men face every day. Hashtag dads matter. Okay, so dads matter too. Okay. Like anybody said that fathers don't matter. Anyway, so let's get into what he has to say. Let me look for the volume, and let's hear him.
Hey guys, so this is something that's kind of been on my heart and soul to speak about, but also I've been collecting data and stuff like that. But a lot of you guys are seeing like a lot of just like the negativity in my comment section that's pretty much been present every day for 3 years. Hi, Athena, go down the slide. And I could kind of just.
So Justin said he's been collecting data. Collecting data on what? I'm not sure. And he also said that there's this negativity that has been going on for the past 3 years. If you're just coming around this whole drama in 2025, for example, or late 2024, you will really do think that there is this negativity and these people that just are here hunting JD and poor JD. Okay, that's exactly what you are going to think. But one thing that he's not telling you people is the fact that he is the one creating the drama. Okay, he creates the drama and people respond to what he has actually put out there. Okay, and then he calls it negativity. Meanwhile, the person that is talking about negativity that is constantly on his page is the same person that is constantly bashing the ex, back to back, several comments. Okay, so let's go.
Some context for that a little bit without saying things directly. But pretty much my life is just full of allegations. Hey, Athena. Athena, take off your shoes and socks and go put them by your backpack.
Okay, so he's at the playground with his kids.
There you go. Take off your socks now. I'll continue in 1 second. Do you need help? You don't need help. That's right. You're a strong, independent toddler. Good job. Now take off your socks. Take off your socks. Go. Take off your socks.
Okay, so he's going to continue what he's saying.
Go, 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 go. All right, go. So yeah, so you guys always see negative comments in my comment section. You guys always see these bloggers that are always like saying whatever they can about me, trying to tear me down, trying to make me.
First of all, there's no blogger saying anything about him, and there is no blogger trying to tear him down. Bloggers that are posting or talking about him are talking based on what he has said. Okay, he keeps bashing the mother of his children online, and then when people come to ask him the question, why are you doing this? Somebody asks, where's the mother of the children? Says she's there twerking and twerking. He's always belittling, bashing, trying to paint her to be this very horrible person. That's what he does to his ex-wife Korra. And then when people call him out on the beers, he comes out and sounds like this. That's why you will see people coming on your comment sections here on YouTube and everywhere that you're streaming. Today we had it back to back. Those of you that were not there in Entertainment Daily, you missed. I'm telling you, you most definitely missed. It was hot for 2 hours. Today's reaction, if you're here and you've not watched that one, after you finish with this live stream, go over to Entertainment Daily and catch up on what we did there this afternoon. Okay, this is 8 p.m. my time right now. Check out what we did in the afternoon, and you will see the back to back that was going on over there. These people will come and tell you people should leave him alone. All the time, you people want to talk about him. He knows what he's doing. He creates all these problems and then play the victim.
Seem like a bad father, blah, 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 blah. And what does it come down to the core issue? The core issue is society as whole has really demonized men and made it in the way the court systems work. I know this for firsthand.
This is another false information, false narrative that he's trying to put out there. Society has demonized men and this and this. That is not true. Everybody knows that that is not true. Okay, you are who you are. You went to court with your lies, and somehow you just thought that the lawyers, the judge, and everybody in the court will believe you because your look versus her looks would work, in your favor because of course it's America, right? But it didn't this time around. It didn't work like that. It doesn't always go that way, okay? The truth, they were able to see that you were trying to create problems and they didn't buy your false narrative. And now all of a sudden the world is against men, and that's a huge lie. There are men that they are in full custody of their children. They have like full custody of their children if they are married to workers that are women and they're able to prove it. But you, your own, you cooked up the whole story and you think that because of some reason that you best known to you, you can come out and manipulate things. Come on, man. Who believes this nonsense that he's saying?
Experience the way women think. Not all women, but
The way women think.
the way people think is that a man cannot possibly raise kids as well as a woman, and that's simply just not true. In fact, statistically speaking, kids that are raised in single father homes do just as well as two parent homes. So
really,
if we also go on statistics, most people that end up in prison are from single.
So so for some reason, he will tell you statistically that he's not using any statistic out there. He's just talking off of his head. What his mind tells him to say, that's exactly what he's saying right now. But he will tell you statistically. You can see how shady JD can be. Okay.
So the fact that people are so willing to tear down a father that's doing his best. What I'm doing my best. Do I have everything figured out? No. Do I struggle? Do I have areas of parenting I need to work on? Do I have things that I need to work on as a human? Yes. Same as everyone else, constantly trying to improve in all aspects of my life at all times. But it's really, really ridiculous that there's such a movement of these females that just when they see a father on the internet.
What is ridiculous is that you've been divorced for how many years and you cannot keep your ex-wife's name out of your mouth. It gets so bad that I'm seeing posts online that I don't want to speak so much on it because I've not been able to verify it yet. And the page I saw it on is a page that I don't know that page before. It's not a page I'm following, but because I'm catching up with all of this, I believe that's why Facebook suggested that this your present girlfriend is now also joining in. I saw the other video she did. We reacted on that one, but the statement that somebody had posted online that she said, I hope that she did not make that statement. But it is so bad that you will keep bashing this woman, that any woman that you're with joins you on the evil that you're carrying out, the same way you recruited Jeba to go and serve her restraining order and do all of those side talks and side bashing, only for her to realize later on that you were really the problem. Now this T that you're with now, allegedly we're hearing that she's beginning to run her mouth also relating to this hair thing. Don't want to say much about that yet until I see full evidence or see a video of where she made those statements. Then we can get him. But to see him play the victim here just goes to show you the kind of person he is. And then you go over to Facebook, you're seeing comments upon comments upon comments of where he's bashing Korra like directly. You see, like somebody else ask you a question, and then he goes to the shade goes to Korra. It's not Korra that is asking the question. It's not Korra in his comment section, but the shade goes straight to her. Like, I don't understand.
Playing with their kids, they all have hate groups. They all want to be tore down. And it's just crazy because miserable people love company.
Miserable people love company. You're very right, because you're so miserable. Hence, you had several Facebook, WhatsApp groups talking about groups. Justin is not even in the position to talk about group. But you know why he's doing this thing? Because he has new people that follow him that will believe this false narrative that he's trying to put out there. That's the reason why he is doing what he's doing. Because JD knows very well that he is the one that has hate group. No other person created any group outside of him concerning this him and Korra's situation. Only Jade is the one that created groups, and people that supports JD, they're the ones that created groups to back up him, to back up JD. But now he comes out to play victim because he ran to the other lady. There's this lady on Facebook also that somebody was apologizing to the lady, not connected to Korra and JD's issues anyway. But there's this other content creator that somebody just recently confessed to her that uh she used to not like her, and somebody saw her hate comment on the lady's page on Facebook and tried to recruit her to join a group. She joined the group and they were trying to destroy this lady, and the way they were going about it, she didn't like it, so she chose not to, she chose to leave and then apologize to the lady just to clear her conscience. And now he wants to, and then he went there to go and comment that is horrible. The same, exactly the same thing that he did to Korra, recruiting all these ladies. They had a private group that was only for white women or white people to join so they can look for how they can deport Korra from the United States back to Nigeria. They had the group where he had people from Caribbean, Africa, everywhere in the world. They had several of these groups. And this is the same person that is talking about other people having hate groups to use to, he just tries to, you know, project. This is full-time projecting. What he is and who he is what he's trying to defend.
One of the things that really motivates me is keep making content with my kids, because truthfully speaking, I don't want my kids on the internet.
Lie.
But I can't stop it from occurring, despite spending lots of money to try to stop it occurring. So
this is another false narrative he's putting out here. He never wanted to stop the kids from, going online. He succeeded in taking down the page of his ex-wife, and then boom, page of him and his kid is online. Oh, if you cannot beat them, you join them. If you cannot beat them, you join them. No, the court said you people should not make the kids the center of the content that you people are creating. You your own. If the camera is not even positioned properly, you will go and reposition the camera just so it shows the kids and nothing else. There's nothing else you're doing just to show the kids. That's just what this man does. So I don't even understand why he's here telling these huge fat lies. Like seriously, I don't understand. Seriously, this is just this is just weird. The kind of things that he's saying is seriously weird. Anyway, let's go.
I'm just gonna turn. I'm just gonna turn. I'm just gonna turn this shit salad into some lemonade. And one of the things that I'm getting constantly, I get messages from men that are actively going through a divorce who are
Lies.
so close to giving up on their kid.
There is no reason. Who, like, you're the only person that gave up on Facebook. Everybody saw him when he gave up and said, "Oh, let this, let that happen." Nobody's reaching out to JD. Nobody. You see this narrative, lies, 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 lies. People are reaching out to him to tell him because they almost gave up because of him. They're not giving up. Lie one. Nobody said anything like that to him. False story.
And just not being a part of their kids' lives because the mother is making it so damn difficult for them.
Yeah, it's always the mother's fault, huh?
Whether it's with constant allegations of abuse, whatever. And there are bad men out there. There are men absolutely out there abusing wives. And if I ever get confronted with one, they're going to get a fist right to the face because that's the way I was raised. But the fact that society in general, especially Nigerians, think that a man can't possibly raise two little girls, I'm doing.
Mr. No Brain will always look for a way to take a jab at the whole 220 million Nigerians. Like everybody in Nigeria, okay, has to take a jab. Like, I don't understand like how JD's brain works. You have no sense, zero sense in your brain, yet you will not keep Nigeria out of your mouth. I don't understand. Like, there are people that don't even know that Justin or Korra exists. Okay, Nigeria is that big. There are people that do not know if there is somebody called Korra Obidi or Justin Dean that are Nigerians, okay, that don't know if these two people exist. And he thinks that Nigerians think, are you mad? Like, people don't have anything else they're going to do with their time but focus on you, complete idiot, okay, that is adding nothing to society. Like, you just a complete nuisance. And Nigerians think that a man cannot, like, we don't have a man that can raise kids. Korra's mother, like, when you hear his foolishness, like, how does this even make sense? Korra's mom died what? Many years ago. Korra and the siblings were raised by their father. Was that not a fact that there are several men in Nigeria that their wives died, or divorced, separated, or whatever happened, and they raised their children very well? So there is no way a Nigerian will be thinking that a man cannot raise it. Are you crazy? Do you think we're in Oregon?
I'm excelling. My kids are happy. They're healthy, and they love me. So it doesn't matter.
Like
what
anybody
people
said, the
say.
kids should
At
not
the end
love
of
you.
the day, my kids are obsessed with me, and I'm obsessed with them.
They're not
So the
obsessed.
sheer fact that
Your
that's
kids.
not enough for some of you, and the sheer fact.
Why should your kids be obsessed with you? Your kids love you, and that should be enough. It should not be they're obsessed with me and I'm obsessed with them. So that if they're not waiting you talk, you could go strangle them. As typical the way on our brain they work.
That that's somehow provocative to your demons is that's on you. I don't need to feel bad because I'm out here living my best life to the best of my capacity, despite all these lies and everything. I am a beacon of hope for men everywhere that just want to be a part of their kids' lives. Some more than others. Me, like I'm as involved as I possibly can in every aspect. But what does that come with? It comes with allegations. It comes with accusations of stalking. It comes with accusations of this and that. It's just constant and unrelenting. But I think many of you are starting to see after the ridiculousness of me trying to just cut my girl's split ends off so it's easier to comb, which is actually a favor to all parties involved. It's somehow.
Okay, so his advert is playing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Thank you so much. We are here listening to JD's rants. It's been dragging Okora by comments and lying and doing so much. And then he backed it up with videos. So that's what we're listening to.
Because we live in the same relative neighborhood and our kids' schools nearby. Me moving to the neighborhood that we're in, not two doors down, that's ridiculous. It's closer to school. It saves me an hour.
You see? Shame on you people, the headless chickens. When Korra was talking about that haircut thing and she mentioned that he's close to her, like literally few doors down from her home, okay? People started, you people believe all the lies. His headless chickens. Oh, you people believe all the lies that Korra is telling. Well, how do you people know? What's the evidence you people have to prove that he moved closer to where Korra is staying? He just said it by himself now that he moved closer, but using the excuse of the kids' school is closer. So he moved into the neighborhood where they stay, that's where Korra stays. Okay, he could not move into any other neighborhood. He moved into the neighborhood where the person that he said is a narcissist, she used to threaten him. She's going to unalive him. She's going to buy him. She's going to do this. You succeeded in running away from that person, but you people got a divorce, okay, and separated, custody, everything is settled, and you're moving back into the neighborhood right next to the person, and you claim that it's because the kid, you that didn't even want the kids to go to school, all of a sudden now you are Professor General of America. Okay, now they lie to yourself.
Saves me an hour of driving every day.
Yeah.
The fact that it's in the same city.
Yeah.
The same generalized neighborhood. It's not that close.
It's not, you can spell his life.
So it's manipulation tactics. It's nothing. It's nothing.
First of all, Korra never said on that video. Okay, that video anybody can watch. It is 19 minutes long on Korra's channel. We did full analysis. I think I did that analysis on Entertainment Daily. Okay, where we listened to Korra, explaining everything on that video. She never said he was stalking her. She did not say he was stalking. Okay, she did not say that you are, oh, he's stalking me. That's not the word she used. So this is another way of him trying to say something that she did not say. Okay, she says it's giving obsession. Okay, not stalking.
More than manipulation to get people to come and harass me and feel sorry for the woman. There are too many women on this internet falsely claiming domestic violence. There are too many women on this internet falsely claiming that they are victims of domestic violence. In fact, if you are truly a victim of domestic violence as a woman, you're most likely not going to be on social media because you're going to be afraid of the man. You're not going to be oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. No, you're going to be in the courts hiding. That's what victims do. They
You can imagine. Look at how he's stressing it. You look at the evilness in his eyes. I wish you people can see him when he's saying this, that the real victims they hide. This is what he wished for her. Go and see the demons coming out of this man's eye right here. This point where he's making this statement. You know that you can hardly see JD's eyes when he's talking. You can hardly. Just watch this thing and see how his eyes looks. Just see how the evil coming out from his eyes, like the I can't describe it very well for you people right now. What you people just heard now. So because she's not hiding, she's not a victim. So because those other women are not hiding, they decided to stand. They're not victim.
hide. You want to play basketball? Well, we got to go buy a basketball. Because the last basketball pumped. I'm not saying all victims don't like use their voice, but a lot of people, if they're truly victimized and they're totally not the problem, and they're just like they keep quiet for years, or they settle it in court. They don't go to social media to give a play-by-play of every lie and horrible blah blah blah. People just don't do that. So I mean, I hope you guys are all seeing the madness, and I'm going to continue to make content with my girls as well as as well as clinical education content, because that's what I'm put on planet Earth to do. That is where my gifts are, my skill set, and my life purpose I've known from 13 years old is to help a lot of people, and that's what I will do. And if I have to be harassed every step of the way, lies, accusations, every step of the way, then that's just what I'll deal with. Because apparently those are the cards that I was dealt, and I'm gonna face them with fearlessness, because I know that I'm walking in the path that God has placed before me. Yeah, I don't know whose cars those are, Athena. I think you can ask nicely to play with one of them. Athena, go ask. Don't just take a car. Go ask. Go ask first, right over.
Welcome. Oh, people came in when I just I left to open the door. Vanny review reaction. You're welcome, Vanny. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining today. So I love before listening that's how much I love your voice. Really, really. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Mm. Welcome, everyone. So if you're just coming in, you're not sure what we are actually doing. We were live in the afternoon, and we're just running through all the tantrum that JD is dropping this month of May. Like it has increased, it has skyrocketed since remember he started this since January. Like it's been this way. We're thinking this year he's going to kind of focus more on his other content, but no, he's been bashing and bashing and bashing of Korra. It's actually this month of May that she has actually, kind of just responded in a way to certain things that he's been doing, because she's just been ignoring him since January until May. Okay. And then he went ballistic this month of May. Like there's something happening this very month. I'm not sure what. Muddy, you were with us in the afternoon. You were with us in the afternoon. So why didn't he move? Why did he move? I just love you people. Eh? Isn't this a good question? Why did he move next to the school? Or in fact, he should have even gone there to get the job as the security man at the school, so he wouldn't even drive at all. What an excuse. The person that does not like school now moves into the same neighborhood, claiming that it's because the kid's school is closed and he won't need to drive and drive and drive and drive an hour. Who believes that? Huh? Moody said, why didn't he move next to the school? Why next to Korra? He just thinks he can say anything and it will make sense. Joycelyn Baker, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. So why is he still concerned over his ex? Do I know? Do I know? And then when people try to ask him the question, honestly, like just calmly, peacefully, he starts attacking the ex-wife. Is she the one that asked the question? Is she the one that came to his page? No. Somebody will ask, but why can't you just? No, she's there. Then she's taking money. She's make. Did they ask you if she's making money or not? They just asked you, why don't you just go make money the way she's making money and just stop talking about her? Stop creating drama. No, 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 no. That's not what JD wants. No. And then look at his headless chickens that were busy fighting. Was it not last week here? It was last week, on the Entertainment Daily, we were discussing it. And we're talking about how Korra revealed that he moved next door. They started. You people are so gullible. You people are so stupid that anything Korra tells you people, she's a liar. If you go, you see liar, 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 liar. That's what they were calling her. That what is the evidence? That we always talk without evidence. Whatever Korra tells us, we just jump on it. And I'm like, did you people listen to that video? Even when she wanted to mention it, was it that was that video is 19 minutes long, okay? That Korra posted. She had spoken for 16 minutes, around the 16 minutes, 40 something second into her live stream was when she first mentioned it and she paused and she said, anyway, breaking news, So she didn't want to say, but because she was explaining something else, and that thing led to, as you're talking, one thing will lead to another to lead to another. And that's how she revealed it that he's moved next door. Like like literally, like moved into her neighborhood, just few houses down from her, which is scary. Then they said we were lying. Now on this his own live stream that we're reacting to, you see why they don't want us to react to this? They say leave Justin alone, because if we don't react to his own, you will not hear from the horse's mouth. But now we have played his own live stream that he did few days after Korra has done her own, because Korra did that video before Korra went to Atlanta. Now Justin has done his own video that is less than 24 hours. This live stream, I don't think it's a day old already. I think it's 19 hours now as we're reacting to it. He said the same thing, that he just said it, that he moved into the same neighborhood. What his headless chickens were screaming last week that we were lying. Today is Tuesday. He has admitted that he moved into the same this thing. So who's the liar now? Who, like, these people do they think una brain they walk, una they smoke igbo for nyash? Let me allow you people to listen.
No, guys, I don't need any to give anyone any explanation. But this has become
the same way you don't explain.
And eventually, I would love to create a nonprofit for fathers that are falsely accused of domestic violence.
Yes.
So like myself, I was a loving husband. I dedicate my entire life.
He said he was falsely accused. So he was falsely accused, and all the court of law he went to in the United States, that the same United States that he used to brag that we don't know United States, Korra will be shipped to jail, and as she comes out from jail, she will be deported. That he's laughing at us Nigerians. Now who they laugh last? These Nigerian people and these African people don't know anything. This is America. You people will see. You people are only making things worse for Korra. These are his words. His old videos are still available on Facebook. They're still very much available on Facebook. She will see. She will be deported. Tell me now, how is it that you are innocent, you were falsely accused, and all of the time you people went to court, you were not able to present enough evidence that it's going to make the judge jail the Korra that you said lied? You said she's a narcissist. She used to beat you up. She used to threaten you with weapons. She used to tell you she will buy you. And no evidence. Haba. Now he's saying he dedicated his whole life. How old was he when he met Korra again? And how old is he now? How long were they married? Even people that have been married for over, Jade is 35, 36 years old, I don't know. So even people that are been married for over 36 years old, they don't even say that they dedicated their whole life. Do you understand? So this person that his whole life, from when they gave birth to him and everything, how did he dedicate his whole life to this woman? And she was the one making the money that he was spending and using to live the baby boy life. Yo, man, you can't make this up. Just listen.
And when I freaked out and left, it was for damn good reason. Lesser men than me would have done far worse. So, I mean, this is a subject. I mean, I'm literally getting DMs from men all the time saying, "Thank you for the content you produce. I'm fighting for my kid."
I bet you, if JD was truly getting DMs from men, JD would have made content out of it. You people remember how he shared the other man that people later came out and said that man did something that made the state to take his children away from him. You know, he will always share people that are very questionable. He shared the other one too that was screaming on top of the voice and tried to lure his sister into the drama, and the sister realized it and quickly removed herself from the nonsense. You people remember that case? Then this year he shared this other guy again that he said, oh, that other very, very dramatic human being that will be screaming, a black man this, a black man that, a black man this. You know, go leave black people to rest in Jesus' name. Like, if truly people were sending JD anything, and these people are real people and they're not fictitious, like they're not something that he created in his head by himself, JD would have used it to make series. Even if he's going to blur their faces, cover their names, he will be posting those things. Come out, I beg, like human being.
Like no Sumba. To giving up, and I won't give up. And frankly, that's what a lot of men do, because I nearly gave up. I'm one of the most devoted fathers you'll ever meet. I love my kids. I would die for them, and I almost gave up, left, and just said, "Come see me when you're 18. I can't deal with your mom."
You are not a devoted father. You are not. You are not. Don't try. I almost gave up. I almost gave up. You started the whole drama. You were the one threatening their mother. All these things, they will come out and see it by themselves. And trust me, when it happens, JD will come up and tell you people that Korra has finally turned his adult kids or his teenagers against him. He will not want to agree that is this nonsense that he's doing today, that they are little, that they will someday grow up and be 15, 16, 17, 18, and they will read and they will watch and they will check all of this to see between their father and their mother who was really causing the drama, and they will be able to draw their conclusion. But Korra will still be the one to receive the blame. Just remember this.
So it's ridiculous that even me, someone that is absolutely devoted and loving father, somebody that literally take a bullet for them.
It's amazing how he praises himself. I don't know any parent that would not take a bullet for their child, okay? When you bet your children, these are your children, you will protect, you will defend, you will do everything for your children. So if you take a bullet, it's not a new thing, okay? You will not be the first. And that does not mean that you're a good person. Because if you're a good person, you will consider the fact that that woman had these children for you, and a little bit of respect you will give to her, not for her sake because you don't like her, but for the sake of your own children. So you don't have any excuse. Modi said he's saying she's making money because of their hair cutting issue. Why did he send the video or photos of the kids having a haircut on his page? He's also wanting to make money. The problem is, I think he looks at her views and looks at his views, and it makes him very angry. That's just what I see. Okay, he kind of look at it that, wait, I'm the one that created this problem. Why is it that she is getting maybe more views and everything? She's doing several things. Facebook is pushing her, content, suggesting her content, because she creates. Korra will go live several times in a day. Korra will create different content. His own is only to come and insult her. Okay, there are people that go there to watch her dance. There are people that go there to watch the risque dressing. There are people that go there to see her do was. There are people that love the chit chat. There are different things that bring people to Korra's page. But his own, you can't say the same. His page is boring. He's only to insult Korra, insult, and tell all this false story. How is he supposed to get the views? So it makes him very angry that he will create the problem, but she will get more views. So in other words, now they started. I mean, they started this thing when they went to the US. She was using his account, so he knows how much that there is being made. Okay, welcome, Queen. Welcome, Laura Lee. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing this evening? Say he would he would take a bullet for them, but he ran out of them when they needed him most. Hey, Laura Lee, see, I'm tired of this human being. Seriously, I do not know what else to say. I'm completely the kind of things that comes out of his mouth. He will say one thing today, he will say another thing tomorrow. He's telling us how devoted he is. Is he not the one that said he's tired? Whatever should happen, should happen. He's going to leave them. When they grow up, they will come and look for him. Have you seen any devoted parents giving up on their children? Haba. Let me check my TV.
Almost gave up on his kids. And
You gave up,
and
not almost.
when I almost gave up on my kids and left, it wasn't even giving up on them. It was giving up on myself. My tolerance of bullshit. Like that really struck a chord with me. It really changed my entire perspective on the idea of what a deadbeat dad is. Sure, is there lots of deadbeat dads out there? Absolutely, there's a lot of deadbeat dads out there, but there's also a lot of men that are dealing with similar circumstances as me, where there's lies, allegations, this and that. They're trying to take your skin and wear it as a trophy. There's a lot of dads like me that are good fathers. The marriage just didn't work out, and it's better for the kids that they don't be raised in a toxic living environment. That's exactly the decision I made. I didn't leave my kids. I left a toxic living environment so they could be raised in some state of normal. Because when kids are raised in a toxic living environment, guess what they're going to look for in their own partners,
This
their
man
own
can lie.
marriages in the future. I would be setting my kids up for failure.
Wait a minute. Wait, now he
Because they
just
look
lied
at me.
another lie I need to address. I went to mix my tea because I have a cold. Sorry. So let me wait. It's getting dark in here. Let me put on a small side light. I don't want to put on the bright light yet. Okay, so JD said he left. I'm still looking at this Laura Lee's comment and I'm laughing. JD said he left. He didn't leave. He only announced, look, anybody can announce that I'm getting a divorce, okay? But it does not mean that you're following through with what you've said. He said he was leaving Korra. Korra was the one that fouled, okay? So she left you, okay? You threatened, but she was like, enough is enough now, okay? So which one is I left to give my kids safe environment? You left to give your kids safe environment. You went in the house, that the video that's Korra's friend filmed where you were busy bashing her. Your little daughter was not in that house. Your newborn was not there. Like.
That toxic relationship dynamics and abuse and just like zero respect for the other party, which was me in this case, is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. You have to raise your kids in a loving environment.
Another huge zero respect. Did we not see how he was insulting her, calling her a prostitute? She's a prostitute. She said, don't call me that in front of Mike. He said, I will continue to call you that until our children turn 18. You know? And now look the story that he's telling.
That means it's separate, then it's separate. It's just that's the way it's supposed to be. So, I mean, so fuck all these people on the internet that are trying to tear me down. I'm a fucking fantastic fighter. So fuck all. Seriously. I really appreciate all the people that are seeing the writing on the wall. But like I'm gonna continue this and one of two things is gonna happen, you know? I think the state will eventually shut us down. At the end of the day, I don't think that the government actually wants a nuclear family.
His job is to lie. Seriously, that's his job. And then when you talk about it, his headless chickens, you will see them now. They will flood. I love it. You people don't. Oh, why don't I have the time? I will be giving like 3 live stream in a day, back to back. The more you people are talking, the more you people will be seeing more live streams about JD. Una go choke because the truth is what you people are trying to cover up, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. As he continues ranting, we will continue talking. If he continues to do it until thy kingdom come, we will follow him until thy kingdom come. Don't worry yourself. Never see
It's
anything.
far easier to control people without a nuclear family. It's far easier to control people without medical. So obviously,
Can you imagine?
that's just my belief. Call it conspiracy theory, whatever you want, but that's.
Did you hear that? It's easier to control people when men are not around. So in other words, it's women now. So if men are not around, it's easy to control. How bad the kind of brain this person has. Sorry, that was my little one. She's enjoying as we're entering summer. The weather is getting better, so she just enjoys the fact that she can play outside for long. Sorry, that was her talking. So JD will just lie. Like, seriously. Let me see. What's the next? We have a comment here. Said he's so bitter over his ex progress. Sorry for him. He had to blame himself. No, he would never do that. JD would never, even when he's responsible, he's the architect of this whole problem, but he still looks for a way to blame his ex-wife and every other person that is talking about it. But he brought it on social media. You made your private matter public. People are now talking about it. Oh, these are the problem. No, women can be controlled when men are not available. Seriously, that's how he thinks. No wonder he will always tell people that Korra thinks she knows everything. She thinks she knows everything. I'm trying to give her business advice. She's not listening. Mr. Business Advice, not get toothpick. You never buy toothpick. They give person business advice.
So it's like I've been thinking about this for a while, and this whole haircut thing really just like.
Okay, so I think another
was the nail on the coffin. If you don't see that as toxic manipulative behavior, then you just simply have a bias. You are toxic yourself, or
just improve it now. Prove it. That's what we want to work with the evidence. Just don't say she said. Korra came out and said, "Oh, he cut my kid's hair." She was talking about it, and then she mentioned, "Oh, and he literally moved few doors down from me." You have confirmed it few days ago what she said, so it means that was not a lie. So why don't you prove it that both of you had that conversation? Because that was the bone of contention. People were asking you, did you have a conversation with their mom? You know why? Because the mom had said some weeks ago, or roughly about a month ago, okay, that June wants a long hair. Like June had always spoken to her about long hair, and she was excited that June's hair was getting longer. Okay, and you could see how happy the kids were. Then she turned to the little one and she said, your hair looks kind of short. Is somebody cutting your hair? She said all of that on a live stream. Few weeks later, you went and did a huge chop and called it a trim. And she just came out to say, look, he said it was like, this is not a trim. She just took a photo of the before and after and posted it and asked the question, is this a trim? That was a full cut. That was not a full chop. That was not a trim. That was not a trim. That was a reasonable inches taking off the kid's hair for reason best known to him, because the hair we saw, their hairs didn't look unhealthy. And now he's here making it look like both of them had an agreement before he did the haircut. And then when people were asking online, so if that was the case, when people started asking online, because remember, Korra even on her live stream had said, when people were trying to call her attention to it, and she was saying, oh, that's not possible, that's not possible. So when people were asking you, why did you not put it then that the story was just building, it was still fresh? You were the one that posted the video. You were the one that filmed it. If you didn't film it, people will not know that you cut the kids' hair until they got to their mother's place. But you filmed and posted everything first. So when people were asking you, why didn't you put it? I said, yes. You people that will not mind your business, yes, we had the conversation and she said we agreed on cutting the children's hair. That would have just ended the whole thing. Nobody would have said anything else. But because you're always doing things and sidelining the mother of the children, that's why people will always ask you. But now he makes a huge deal that people are biased, people are evil, people are this. Oga, prove it. Prove it. Haba.
You need to actually be around some healthy men. People that actually are
not your type.
Protective and providers and supporters. And
you are none of those.
If you don't have them like that in your life, then I feel bad for you. Truly, I do.
Look at who is talking. How many times have you people seen him protecting the Teja or those other ones that he's been with? Even when he was with Summer, he was still busy spending all his time focusing on Korra, spying on Korra, bashing Korra, dragging Korra, doing anything he can instead of focusing on his new relationship. He's focusing on the ex-wife that he said is so horrible. And now you're talking about healthy, defend, do this, do that. You've not been able to do any one of that. So I'm not sure what you're even talking about. Let me see. Hmm. Okay. Let's see the next comment. Modi said, a good father who takes the kids to their mother's sick all the time, but not to the doctor. Don't mind him. He thinks that people don't see it. And when you mention it, you are the problem, not him. Everybody is always the problem except him. That tells you the
So
kind of person he is.
I really just like thinking about this for a while, and then I recently, just a few days ago, um, got on a phone call with a guy that's in the heat of a divorce. He's being accused of this and that, is a restraining order on him because she claimed he was abusive without providing any evidence whatsoever, exactly like me. And he's
Can you imagine? He that he he that took a restraining order on Korra. Now all of a sudden he's the victim too in the restraining order situation. Goodness. Let's hear this story he wants to
he's
tell.
so tired of how much money he's spending, and let's face it, most guys don't have the money to spend. So like, but I talked to him and I walked him through the process, and I'm just like, look, she has to
Oh
prove it.
no.
Like, if you're innocent, then stick to your guns and just keep going. You will get your kids.
If this is true, this person should just not take any of the advice this person is giving you. Is only going to lead you into a whole lot of problem. JD is not in the position of advising anybody that is going through divorce. That's my honest opinion.
You just have to be willing to walk through hell and out the other side to to achieve it. And a lot of guys give up. To be honest with you, a lot of guys just give up, or they don't have the money.
You see how manipulative Justin is. Somebody that just started following the story in 2025 or late 2024 would really think that at some point Cora had wanted to get the kids off of Justin. You see how he sounds? Oh, you fight and you prove yourself and you will get the kids. She had never, she always said it, that he might have been a horrible partner, but he is a good father. Even as horrible as he's treating her and the things he's doing, bringing the kids sick and everything, Cora still calls him a good father and said she does not want her children to have daddy syndrome, that she wants their father to be in their life. So she has never thought about taking the if she did, she would have succeeded. If that was something Cora was pursuing to get full custody, she would have gotten full custody. But look at how he tells the story to this his imaginary friend that is going through divorce. Who fought him about custody? Nobody. Nobody. At no point did Cora try to take kids from him. Even if people advise her, she would not listen. Man, this man is just, oh man.
To fight this, and you know, it's 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 very sad how many kids are growing up without dads simply because of a toxic baby mama.
Can you imagine?
It is sad.
It's always
You
the
know that
women's
this
fault.
is true. If me, I posted about it on social media. I was gonna peace out. I was gonna leave my kids behind and come back when they got older because I just couldn't deal with the nonsense anymore. It was destroying my professional career.
The nonsense he
Still
created.
like this a lasting, everlasting effect. Um, but now I'm standing. Now
Exactly.
I'm standing for something bigger beyond myself. I'm standing up for men actually being a part of the kids' lives and actually being able and motivating other men out there to be a part of their kids' lives if they want to.
You're not motivating anybody,
no
Olaye.
Mama stop you. Because at the end of the day, dads matter. Moms matter too, for sure. I'm a mama's boy. I'm super close to my mom. Love my dad too. But I'm a mama's boy. And at the end of the day, like, dads matter. They really do, especially for young boys, but also for young girls. I mean, they matter for everyone. So, so Like, I see all the hate coming towards me because cut off split ends. Get your
That was
fucking
not
head out
cut.
of the grass. Grow the fuck up.
That was not cutting off split end. That's another lie that he's telling. He can't keep his story straight. He can't tell the truth. There is no good, reasonable thing that he's capable of. And when you talk about it, people say leave him alone because they want to hear this nonsense, and this nonsense will be the only narrative online. Foul, foul. It's not going to work.
Like, seriously, go find the man that hurt you because it wasn't me.
You should really go and find the one that hurt you. So that's the end of that. I think it was a 15 minutes. It was about a 15 minutes long. So that's the so now it is entered 20 hours ago that he posted this one. So let's go to the other one. Let's see if there's anything here. He said something I make. He says sometimes I make content just to irritate people's demons. Ah, okay. That's daughter launch. Let's see if he's saying anything here. Him and the kids.
Is that a dragon? That is the word dragon. Can you make a rainbow? Yeah, I'm making a rainbow. Yeah, you really like rainbows. No. Yeah. And fine. Hey, this is fine.
Okay, so they're painting. They're like waiting for food. Let me see.
Are you doing chopstick for me? Judy, you want to try a mushroom?
I want some flowers. I want some flowers and mushrooms.
Yeah, it's really like slippery. I know you want to be helpful.
Okay, so that's him and the kids. You know, talking here. The other one, he said, "Happy Memorial Day." He's working with the kids, and let's see what else. Picking up my girls. Best time for the weekend. So I think they are going for maybe shopping or something after he picked them up because they're in this shopping cart. Okay, I want to remove the volume on this one. So after all the ranting he did, this is actually, the video that he did to back up all the ranting that he was actually, doing. So let me see. What's the next comment? Jocelyn said he always used the word toxic because he he is the toxic one. Exactly. He just loves to project. Everything he describes is always exactly who he is. Say he did not cut off split ends, like I said before. He gave baby a picky head. Oh man, like it is obvious when you look at their hair, the before and after. You can actually tell. You can actually tell, and the fact that he will still come out and give a bold-faced lie, it just makes me think that this man thinks that people are blind, people cannot see. All people need to do is scroll down your page a little bit, and they will find what you had, photos you had posted when the kids' hair were still long, and they can compare it by themselves. So I don't even know why he comes out and tells a bold-faced lie, and expects people to buy it. You bash the woman every day, you know, lying to your like just completely lying, and then wanting people to believe the lies that you've told. I don't understand. Welcome, Brooks. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. So God knows why he made Jade such a dose, because if he was that intelligent to Be George, can you imagine how many he would have sent to jail because of his ex? You're really, really correct. You're really, really correct. The way his brain works, the way he even, the way he speaks about women also. And the fact that he will even call himself mama's boy, and he will always act like women don't have brain, women are nothing without men. Hmm. Seriously, you're correct with this comment. Yeah, hair cannot be fixed properly. You know that all of these things he's doing it on purpose. Not that the kid's hair needed any fixing or anything. But in JD's normal fashion, he would just come out and do anything that will make people to just complain. Okay, talk about him. He will love it because now, oh, he's really, really happy. This is according to him. This is not the woman I married, not the woman you married. I just can't stop laughing. Photos and videos and everything. Okay, you can see. Huh, this is funny. I'm seeing a screenshot of the kids' hair here. King Esther put side by side. What kind of haircut are you giving this kid? Seriously. And then he tries to justify it. Haba. Ah, this man is just, I'm just looking at all the, wow, wow. A child that wanted long hair, loved her long hair. Huh. That pain, that cry that Korra cried, now that was the best part for him, seriously. That was actually the best part. Let's see, let's take comments. So why would Mr. Peggy want the mother of his kids to go to jail for no reason or be dead? He really is a wicked, evil. Exactly. Like he thinks that people forget what he has said, and now he's talking about people reaching out to him. Who is that person that is not really thinking straight that will reach out to somebody like that? Someone that created problems online. He's the one that somebody will reach out to use as an example of what? Ha. If you're looking, the fastest way to get into trouble, that's when you listen to somebody like that. So if I were Korra, I would send them to him every week with a neat across. You look, dealing with somebody like JD is very difficult because whatever you do, he will look for a way to go around what you're doing. Whatever you do, JD will look for a way to go around what you're doing. That because seeing put stressing this woman is what makes him very happy. It makes him excited. Like for him, ooh, that's like the main thing. Nothing else matters. Just making sure that she's not happy, she's frustrated. That's it for him. Okay, that makes him super duper happy. So he will continue on this path. Imagine how many comments he was responding to, in that his comment section. Imagine how many comments he was actually responding to and how restless he's been, all in the name of a carnival. Seriously. Give me a second. Hey, give me a second, please. I have a little one coming up. Yes, so I will just plug this and let it charge. And let me see. Your battery is not low now. Okay, sorry, the little one. Let me see. To send them back with like video afro hairstyles. Oh man, send them with afro and let let him manage that. Man, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if he shaves the whole listen. If he shaves the whole head off, you understand? He might just shave the. Seriously. Anyways, let me let you people go, and I will see you all later on the next one. Family is back now. Let me attend to the little one, and we'll be back on the next conversation. I'll see you all later. I wanted to jump in here quickly, so we'll do a reaction to that video. If you're just coming in, the okay. If you're just coming in, you have to watch from the beginning. It's an hour, 6 minutes we've been here. So yes. See you all on the next one. Bye for now.